Alvin! You know him from your childhood. At least I do. But chipmunks that are in my yard are far from that cute cartoon rascal you know and love. Chipmunks are destructive to your garden and the surrounding areas. Each year I plant a garden with fruits, vegetables, and flowers. And each year, an oh so cute chipmunk thinks he can forage in my garden without consequence. No, not on my watch. Not happening. I've been dealing with chipmunks for quite a few years. They're in my garden. They're around on my property, running through my flower beds. They are very destructive, not only to your gardens, not only to those flower beds, but they are destructive to your property. They can cause structural damage to outbuildings and your home as well. They can cause extensive damage, according to Have a Heart. This is due to the tunnels that they make underground. That is their safe place where they go all day. Due to this destructive behavior, we need to have a talk about how you can be rid of these chipmunks. First, we need to know what the little guy likes to eat, so that way we can trap these guys in the areas that they frequent the most. Chipmunks love seeds, nuts, berries, insects, and mushrooms, just to name a few. They love the seeds that I have just planted in the garden. They eat the beautiful red strawberries that have just ripened on the vine. And each year I'm discouraged from wanting to plant more. I don't have fresh strawberries to share with my family because this little chippy decides he wants them for him. No, buddy, I need them for me. One chipmunk, one little 4-ounce chipmunk, can store up to 8 pounds of food so he can survive the winter when food is scarce. Now I say, those chipmunks can find insects and mushrooms and slugs and what have you just about anywhere. Go ahead, little chippy. I don't need you in my garden. Just stay out of it. Next, we need to know where they hide out all day so we can trap them right around there. Chipmunks make tunnels, what are called burrows. The University of Vermont says these burrows have chambers. These chambers hold their nesting area and their food storage areas. Burrows can extend from 18 inches to 36 inches below the surface. And they can be up to 30 foot long. Wow, that's extensive for such a little guy. Westchester Wildlife says chipmunks dig burrows under sidewalks, driveways, patios, stairs, and your foundation. You heard that right. I said foundation. This leads to supports becoming weakened. Who wants that on their property? No one. No one needs it. These pesky creatures need to be gone. Finally, let's talk about how I have gotten rid of these little chipmunks out of my yard. I found 2 methods that work somewhat okay. The first is the box trap, or live trap if you will. According to Pest Strategies, these traps are metal boxes with doors that close via a spring door attached to a baited platform. Once the chipmunk comes in, passes over the door to that platform where the bait is, that trap door shuts them in. Essentially, they can't get out. Unfortunately, for me, the ones I had, those chipmunks got out. So I looked to YouTube. YouTube has a bunch of methods called the bucket method. This one worked for us. It involves a 5-gallon bucket, water, birdseed, a 4-foot plank, like a board or a tree limb that's of substantial size. You take the bucket, fill it halfway with water, cover the top of that with birdseed, put some birdseed at the top of your plank so the chipmunk has something to walk up to entice him. He seeds all that birdseed down in the bottom of that bucket, and he thinks he's hit the jackpot. He has won. So he dives right in. Unfortunately, this is not the most humane, but it is one method that works. To sum it up, those cute cartoon characters, Alvin and the Chipmunks, are not the same ones foraging in gardens and doing extensive damage to your property. Their cuteness does not outweigh the losses created by them stealing from your garden or the money you will need to make the repairs from their extensive damage, from the destruction they make. So I say try the bucket method or the box method. Either way, try one to help yourself rid your property of those pesky chipmunks.